Hi guys, it's Michelle here. I am back to share with you a little bit about my organiser that I showed in the last video. Had a couple of questions, so I thought I'd just do a quickie video and hopefully answer those questions. The organiser thing for me started with the discovery of the File Effects community on YouTube and the big wide internet world, full of gorgeous photos of people and their planners and their decorating, and oh, just so yummy. So I had to explore, and I have started a board on my Pinterest called Organised, and on there I've put any planner type information stuff that I find, quite arty planners as well, but so the likes of File Effects, the Raydori Traveller Note, that kind of thing, the real ones and the fake ones. So that's where I've seen lots of lovely pictures and some inspiration. So if you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, I'll put a link to that and you can go and see some of those photos. So the Raydori Traveller's Note is a rather gorgeous planner journaling book that is made with a leather cover, and then the books that you purchase are inserted into that. So this was my knockoff version of that. You know, if you've got lots of lovely money, go and buy one. They look fantastic and they're certainly on my wish list, but for the moment I haven't. I didn't have any leather, so I couldn't make myself a leather one. So of course one thing I do have is paper, so I made myself a paper one. So basically it is some sort of cover, ideally of course a leather one, and then your notebooks all go in the inside, and some of them I've pulled out to show you. So just a notebook, and then it's just tucked through the elastic, which is in here somewhere, and it's held in there with that. So I'm not going to put it back together because that's the basic premise of it. So the Raydori, as I said, there's people that have got show and tells on those, and they're super gorgeous. There is a lovely gentleman who's done a tutorial on how to make one, and that his is called a Raydori, so I'll find the tutorial and put that down in the description below, and so you can go and have a look at that. I won't be doing a tutorial on this because basically this is just he's done the tutorial and he's done a great job, so I don't need to reinvent the wheel. So have a look at that if you are interested. And but then from there I thought, oh, what else could I do with that idea? So I thought, to make an even more simplified version of it, you could just run the elastic around the spine, and you could still put your notebooks into it and just make a really even more simple version of it. So I did that. I covered the whole thing with the Miss Empire paper from Kaisercraft, delicious, and the spine here is made from grunge paper. I don't recommend that. If you're going to do that, I would put grunge board down. If I had some grunge board, I would still swap it out now, but I didn't have any. So the grunge paper is too light for all the elastic that I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 6 lots of elastic in there. 7. Oh, sorry. Another one's hiding around there. And so it's just not quite strong enough. So I'll show you just do a quick flick. Just a little elastic to keep it all together, and then I'm covering up my ugly desk underneath with this white paper, so I don't want you to see how bad it looks. So there we go. So it is going to be done up. I'll show you the spine in a minute, but I've got all these little notebooks and they're all attached into the spine individually with a piece of elastic. The elastic I used was Hate Elastic, just like this kind of stuff. So I got this from the $2 shop, and it's just, you can see, just really thin there. And I've used chocolate brown elastic for it, but of course you can get any colour you like. That is really annoying me, that bit of sticky tape. So I tuck pockets in the front and back. These notebooks are these ones. So depending where you are in the world, you will have access to notebooks, and I'm sure that they will be lots of cheapy notebooks. This is what we have in New Zealand. We're at the beginning of the school year, so there's lots of stationery around, and these ones have been on sale for 5 cents. So I went down and bought 10 or 20 or something, and just stacked them up, and then I thought, oh, what am I going to do with them now I've got them all? So this is what I did. Corner chomped with the super fabulous crocodile corner chomper from We are memory keepers. Love this guy. And so I gave them all the rounded corners and covered them with the paper. So you can see it's really, really simple. Just got pockets front and back. So I'm going to strip it, and then you can see how it's made, because I did have somebody asking for a tutorial, but it's, I think a show and tell is all that's needed rather than a step-by-step tutorial, because it is so simple. So that's the cover, just a piece of chipboard and then the spine wrapped around. As I said, I would go for something heavyweight for the spine to give it a bit more strength. The grunge paper is just not quite coping, so there's a double layer there, and what I will do is go back through, rip this off and stick another layer of grunge paper through there to give it some more weight in the spine to be able to cope with all these notebooks, especially when they get fatter. So the notebooks have just got all random little tabs on them wherever I felt like putting a tab, and there's the hat elastic, just created, tied off with a single knot and chucked together like that. I plan to use a notebook, one notebook for my blog ideas, one for YouTube, one for giveaways, racks, whatever I happen to come up with, and that's going to go into each one of those. I thought as well that I might do one just for holidays, so if I have an idea for Christmas and it's February, I'm never going to remember it in Christmas, so I could write it down and keep that idea together for Christmas. The same with any of the holidays, Easter, all those kinds of things. When they come along, I never seem to remember anything I had planned until it's too late and it's finished, of course, but that type of thing could be quite easy. The other thing that I added into the book was just some little folders, really, a bit like a file folder that I've just made up out of craft, inked it up, and this one here was just cut with that piece as an extra, and that was folded up and attached through the side. So that is how that folder happened. Here's another one, just the same kind of thing. That's just opened up, and then I've just shaped the pocket piece there. So that's just open, and I didn't have very much paper left over, so the tuck doesn't go any further than that. Yep. So that's how I made it. It's really, I don't know that it could be any more simple. It's just some super cheap notebooks and some elastic. I suggest that the hat elastic's nice. When I made this, my faux Raydori thing, this was the only elastic I had, and I'm so impatient I couldn't wait a day to go and buy some hat elastic, so I made it with this one. But if I make another one of these, I will do it with the hat elastic because I like it better. This is all coloured in with distress stains, lots of notebooks, hide up the mess. I don't think there's anything else to tell you, my lovelies. Let me have a look. Suggest grunge board, not grunge paper. Use cheap notebooks. That's about it. Super easy, and you could probably, apart from decorating, you can crank it out in a few minutes. It's that simple. This is as simple as that, poking a hole through and just tied off. Just a basic knot, and there it is. So that's my super simple organizer. I hope that helps. With measurements, for those people that go, oh Michelle, you're not giving me any measurements. No darlings, because it will depend on the size of your notebook. So whatever size your notebook is, grab a few of them, stack them all up, and this will give you the measurement for the spine. So if you are not very good at figuring those things out, those all stacked up together, that's my spine measurement. Okay, just give yourself a little bit extra for them to get fatter. So I would go, there's 2, which has given me almost 1/4 of an inch on either side, and that would be my spine measurement. So just give yourself a little overhang for the notebooks all the way around, and that's your measurements. Simple as that. So I am sure you can pick your favourite paper and go to town and have a play. So I hope you like that, and then that answers all your questions. I'm going to come back with a tutorial for something I promised a lovely lady on Instagram. So I'm going to do that next, and hope you are all well, my lovelies. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye now.